cry, abuelo. And he would say, no, Juanita, no te preocupes. It's good to cry. I love you, Wallace. Don't ever forget that.
Listen, I forgot that he looks at you. No. Listen, fuck. You know, oh my God, I almost don't even know where to begin. Okay, prior to yesterday, prior to today, okay, all the way back to 2014, you know what I'm saying? I had no idea what to think about this fucking movie. When I first saw this movie, I was so traumatized. I was so baffled. I was so tickled. I was like, I never want to watch this again. What the fuck is happening? So I've always I've always wanted to review this. Yeah, I've always wanted to talk about this film because it's just so goddamn crazy. Right off the bat, for me, this is a 2 out of 10. Okay, it's a 2 out of 10. But here's the thing, Kevin, if you're watching. But here's the thing, it's so bad, it's good. Even though I'm never gonna watch it again, but it's definitely so bad that it's good. Like, you know, Mortal Kombat. Mortal Kombat is not a good movie, but it is. Like, the reason why I say it's so bad it's good is that there's no argument to be made about this being a bad film. It's a bad film, but like at the same time, it's good because like I was genuinely laughing at this movie. I was genuinely like traumatized by this movie. I was genuinely disturbed and just freaked out. This movie just freaks me out. Okay, it's like this. It's almost like this movie is a phobia that I didn't know I had. Let's talk about the bad first. Okay, it is too long. In terms of actual content that you're watching, this goddamn movie is 1 hour and 35 minutes long. Okay? And it's about a fucking man that gets abducted and in horror movie fashion gets turned into a man / walrus. And he's forced to be this guy's pet fucking walrus for 2 hours. And he's like just in his own torture chamber of hell. Justin Long's fucking Wallace is just this fucking bitch-made man. That's another thing. Why is this movie so long? Okay, this whole you know how that David Lynch movie that I loved was only like 17 minutes. What the fuck? But at the same fucking time, this shit would have worked so much better as like a 40-minute short film, maybe 50 minutes. And when I say 50 minutes, I mean like exactly 50 minutes or maybe 51 minutes, my nigga, and that's it. Because like some of these scenes, just absolutely not. All of the scenes between Wallace and his girlfriend Allie, like when it's literally just the two of them in the room together, I hate all of those scenes because their relationship comes across as so gross and fake, and Wallace is just like kind of sleazy asshole. So it's like, and then the directing isn't like 10 out of 10, and Ali isn't doing much from a performance standpoint in terms of impressing at all. So it's just like, fuck! The humor is so incredibly hit or miss. For example, there's like this huge conversation at the beginning of the film between Wallace and this border agent, and like I chuckled a couple times, but most of the time I literally was just like this. Okay, so all of these scenes right here with Wallace. Okay, so all of those podcasting scenes between Wallace and Teddy, these scenes, they don't fundamentally work from a comedic standpoint because, like, we don't. Well, those scenes really don't work at all because we don't spend like enough time with the two of them having like banter back and forth. So every time the movie cuts to those sequences where it's just the two of them podcasting, it just feels like a unnecessary interruption, because those moments on the podcast, like, they're not funny, they're not like smart or interesting. Like they didn't even really add, those moments didn't even add to the story at all, in my personal opinion. Because the story is about Justin Long being turned into a fucking walrus. There's so many just like unnecessary layers. Like so all of the black and white sequences for young Howard, like all of those sequences looked so painfully low budget. Michael Parks, he's awesome. His voice is badass. So badass that like I would have just preferred his narration and his acting and him illustrating the story with his body. I would have rather preferred that compared to these really cheesy black and white moments. A lot of the humor, I don't know, the humor is so hit or miss. Like, what the fuck? Wait a second. Is this a bad movie on purpose? Is this a bad movie on purpose? Because if it is a bad movie on purpose, unfortunately, through execution, it's just a really bad movie. And even though I don't ever want to see it again, and I've only seen it twice, I do like it. Okay, this like, for example, this scene right here where he's just on the phone, just like shoving these fucking peanuts in his mouth or something like that. Bad SMR. You ever seen like ASMR where someone's like eating red lobster and they're like, and the fucking microphone's right next to them? That's kind of what it was like for me with this. This fucking, for whatever reason, this little cup right here, I feel like I'm permanently traumatized by this cup because of this fucking psycho ass movie. God. And then there's another whack moment right here where I think Kevin Smith's daughter is in here. Shout out to the daughter, you know what I'm saying? The humor here just doesn't really work, you know? Justin Long's like, well, it's a butte 5 miles from here, whatever the fuck he was saying. It just, and even the fucking note, like Wallace, I think he went to go take a piss and he's like reading on this wall. And he's like, oh, I'm gonna go call the guy about the walrus. Why? Did you ever think it was a bad idea, you fuck? Oh my god. I totally forgot about the Johnny Depp sequences. But it's not working because it's not hilarious. It's not hilarious. It's just Johnny Depp trying to be hilarious as like painfully minutes are ticking past. I'm like, oh my god. Like, honestly, I was just thinking about this last night because this, I swear to God, that this scene with Johnny Depp, I swear to God, this scene right here, it feels like I swear that scene feels like it's like 6 to 12 minutes long or something. Is there any other negatives? I cannot stress that enough. This movie is just so long. Those Johnny Depp sequences, they just go on and on and on and on and on and on. The entirety of this film, the way that this movie makes you feel when it ends, if you could take all that and if you could condense that down to like 40, 50 minutes exactly, and I'm telling you, this film, though shorter, it probably would have been like a 7 or 8 out of 10 or something like that. So very similar to Requiem for a Dream. I have no intention of ever watching this again. There's something about the disturbing nature of this movie where it's like, ultimately, it's so depressing and unnecessary that I'm just like, no. But I would like to talk about some of the positives. This, for whatever reason, when it's Johnny Depp and he's around these guns and that shiny shotgun, for some reason, those sequences make me laugh. For some reason. That one sequence where... Okay, so remember when Howard, remember when Howard, he's like in his own walrus suit, and he's trying... and he's trying to get, fuck, what's his name? Oh, he's trying to get Wallace. He's trying to get Wallace to fight him, you know? So he's like, come on, show me what you're made of. And Wallace is like, ah! and then Wallace fucking like murders Howard, and there's like all this blood, and Wallace is like, and then and then Teddy and Allie fucking run in there, and they're like, Wallace, buddy, are you okay? Oh my god, you're fucking Walrus! And fucking Wallace is in the background like, and then when and then when Johnny Depp, when Johnny Depp is walking in there, it's like an hour and 31 minutes in. Johnny Depp is walking in there with this shotgun. Hey, but when I first saw this, I thought that Johnny Depp was just gonna put like 16 holes, bullet holes, in Wallace. Like, Did you hear those noises he's making? He has fully become a walrus, okay? You kill him. At the end of the film, they got him in some like living habitat or some bullshit, and fucking what was his bitch-made girlfriend saying? She was like, "I love you, Wallace. You know, I'll see you next week with another little slab of fish." This fucking bitch, right? And then this scene right here. Where he's like, swim! Yeah! So weird about the walrus suit. Like, it's kind of perfect. And every time I see Justin Long's face and head in the suit, and he's like screaming or flailing around for his life or drooling on himself, like, it genuinely looks like hell. Oh, yeah. Michael Parks and Justin Long are awesome in here because, and particularly Justin Long is amazing here because he's like actually acting, like he's acting for real. He's acting like as hard as he can. Whether it be in this moment or in this moment here where he's drinking the tea, talking to Howard, and the way that he ultimately like falls out on the ground, I swear to God, that's got to become like a legendary moment in cinema. That particular moment was done. Like, especially in this scene, that like when he's shrieking and he's like, "Help! Somebody help me!" Like, and then Howard is like mocking him, you know, like you just feel so, even though he's like kind of a sleazy asshole, but like you just feel so bad for him.
I love you, Wallace.
What?
Don't ever forget that.
I don't understand. This bitch talking about some, I love you, Wallace, while Wallace is fucking infused in a fucking walrus suit. This nigga's over here like, oh, fucking like snot's coming out of his nose and shit. Okay, so I would have shot Wallace immediately. Okay, literally, if I was in this story, if I was Johnny Depp, I would have been like, duh, and I just would have fucking knocked out Allie with the butt of my gun, and like literally the butt of my gun would have crunched against her skull, and as soon as she lost consciousness, fucking Teddy's bitch ass would be like, "Hey buddy, what are you doing?" So I would have had to done like a little spinning back kick and fucking like landed it on his face, took the butt of the fucking gun, BAM! And fucking knocked him the fuck out as well. And I would have had to walk over to fucking bitch made Wallace in his dumbass walrus suit while he's making these fucking little bitch ass noises and shit, crying like a little cunty bitch. And I just would have blown his head clean off. So okay, yeah. So this scene right here. Okay, yeah. So this scene right here. You remember this scene? Okay, yeah. You remember that scene? Okay. I hate that scene because not only is it too long and that I don't give a fuck about Allie and like it's just, oh my god, and then the dialogue's just so basic as fuck. It's just like, oh my god, it's like it's almost like if the movie was a moving car. It's like it just slams on the brakes out of nowhere so we can listen to her ramble on and on and on. Outside of this one, I don't know much about his movies. I would love for him to make more movies like this, but a bit more tolerable and fun. If he does that, that would be something. And if he's already done that or he's on his route to that, show me these movies because I'd love to see them. I would like to check out his other movies just for curiosity's sake, because this one was just so fucking ridiculous. But anyways, yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I'm gonna get out of here because I'm done thinking about this creepy fucking shit.